Hi class, let's take a look at example 4. So example 4, it's not separable, but it is linear. So let me actually rewrite it. This one happens to be linear with the values of p of x equal to 1. The values of q of x happens to be, well, the e to the negative x and then the cosine of x. Before we go any further, let's actually calculate the integrating factor. So this is e to the integral of p of x dx. So it's just going to be e to the integral of dx or e to the x. And we don't put a c here. So we just treat it as e to the x. And then let's actually evaluate the actual integral of q of x e to the p of x. Actually, that's supposed to be the integral p of x dx and dx, which for our problem, q of x is equal to e, actually wait, this is integral of negative x cosine of x times, well, e to the integral p of x, or mu of x, happens to be e to the x. This will be dx. So good news on this one. These two cancel. Okay, so you're going to end up with the integral of cosine of x dx, which just happens to be a sine of x, and technically plus c. So this is the portion where we put the c. Okay, so let me rewrite the general solution. And in this case, it's going to be y is equal to e to the raised to the negative p of x dx times the actual integral of the q of x e to the integral of p of x dx, which for our problem happens to simplify to technically e to the negative x, and then times the actual sine of x plus c. So as we distribute out this problem, we're just going to end up with, actually let me use purple, e to the negative x sine of x plus e to the negative x times c. So the general solution is just going to be, I'm just going to rewrite it as y is equal to e to the negative x sine of x plus k, where k is equal to e to the negative x c. So I'm just expressing that as a constant, but this is our final solution. Let me just double check. Yeah,